Big up the one called Delhi Sultanate in another place. Young Maddie, I see you. Yes, Hush. Rishabh just checked in. Uh-huh. Can you guys hear the music right now? Just a question, generally. Give me some signal if you can hear me. Give me some signal if you can hear the music. Cool. All right. Pick up yourself, Sodi, Baba Just in the place. All Massive and crew locked in. Ziggy the Blunt. Wait, is that some other Ziggy the Blunt? That's not our Ziggy the Blunt. Who is that with the same handle? Who are you, bro? With the same handle as Ziggy the Blunt? Oh my goodness. What is this? Fanboys for days. Ziggy the Blunt? What is happening here? Imposter. Oh shit. Alright. Cool. Alright guys. Thank you everyone for checking in. Alright. Big up Ziggy the Blunt locked in right now. And all the Massive crew locked in as well. What we were listening to right now is the Starter Fire mixtape by Chronix and Walshy Fire. So if you haven't heard that, all you Chronix fans that are locked in right now, that's worth checking out. It's a few years old before Chronix really, became the superstar that he is today. But yeah, Walshy Fire always has his ear to the street and always trying to push Jamaican music and push Caribbean music. So we are gathered here this evening to have a little chat with Walshy Fire from Major Lazer. He is one of the big reasons why Quarantine Clash has been happening over the last few weeks. As most of you guys know who've locked in right now, Delhi Sultanate, Bass Foundation Roots. Oh shit, there's the real Ziggy the Blunt. Yo, Ziggy! There's another Ziggy the Blunt on this chat with your handle, bro. And he's like spamming the group right now. Ziggy! Oh, sort it out, man. Anyway, so guys, we let the two Ziggy the Blunts sort it out. But no, what I was saying was that we are here to speak to Walshy Fire in just a couple of minutes. Just want to recap what's been going on with the Quarantine Clash. I guess the last couple of weeks have seen sounds from all over the world compete against each other. Last week we had Israel against Japan. We had, we had Jamaica against Germany. The week before that, obviously, we had Delhi Sultanate, Bass Foundation Roots, was battling against Jamaica One from California. And then, of course, our good friend Cheeky Dubs against the next sound from Germany as well, from France, Irie Crew. So yeah, it's been an international kind of spectacle. Major Lazer, Walshy Fire, along with Warrior Sound, have kind of made this happen. This sort of cross-cultural sound war or sound clash. I hope you guys enjoyed the first series of talks that we did a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, so I think what we really have seen with these clashes is that you can't really be expecting what you would in a live sound clash, in a real sound clash where the two sounds in front of you on stage, it's not the same. So I think, there's been a lot of, learnings and lessons. And I think people have had to accept certain reality and certain things as well, like it's, it's just not going to be the same as a live sound clash, and you can't expect it to. So therefore, the way that the sounds play, the way that the judging happens, you can't expect it to be the same as a live sound clash. So I know there's been a lot of fuss about who the voting and who won and who didn't. But look, at the end of the day, this is what it is, and there's nothing really that we can do about it. So there's no point stressing about oh, what about this rule and that rule, and this guy got so many voters from here and this and that. I mean, it's the internet. It's a quarantine clash. It's entertainment. It's reggae music. Enjoy it for what it is. I think one of the major upsides has been the fact that a lot of the sounds that have featured in the quarantine clash have actually been given a platform, so they've really been given an opportunity to be discovered by people from all around the world. Like I've obviously been in touch with Taru, with Delhi Sultanate from Base Foundation Roots, and the amount of forwards, the amount of respect, the amount of love that he's got from all around the world has been quite incredible. So I think really and truly that is what we're talking about here. We're talking about reggae music as a global phenomenon, and quarantine clash as being able to connect people from all around the world. I think that's really something which is at the essence of this whole thing. So it's not so important, at least to me. I'm sure the sounds who are in it, it's another story. But to me, it's not really about who wins. It's about discovering new sounds. Like for me, for example, I started to dig into these sounds a bit. Like I had not heard much about Irie Crew or Glockwork Posse or Mystical Youths. Jaworks, I had heard a bit about, because they're doing quite a bit of work with a lot of the newer reggae artists in Japan, touring them over there. So I'd heard a bit about them, but really nice to get to know them a bit more and definitely dig into them and dig into what all these reggae ambassadors in different parts of the world are doing, because that's really and truly what's going on, right? People are spreading reggae music in Israel or in Japan or here in India, So it's been a really interesting kind of couple of weeks, and I feel that there's been a community formed. Yo, guys, we're just waiting for Walshy to get on this. He's apparently just waking up. It is 10:30 a.m. in Jamaica, so understandable. Man is kind of just gearing up for the day, and we're throwing him straight into an Instagram live, but that's how it is, man. That's how it is. You want to be a world-renowned musical artist, you got to do these things. So listen, guys, if you have any questions for Walshy Fire about Quarantine Clash, or even about his journey from being a sound system MC and selector, sound man, to Major Lazer, or even any questions about him here in India, because he's been here quite a few times, just shoot them across to me right now, so I have a chance to kind of write them down before we start the chat with Walshy, and then that way, if there's time at the end, I can ask the questions. But yeah, so big up everyone that's locked in. We were just talking about Quarantine Clash. We were just talking about thoughts about the last round, thoughts about how this whole phenomenon has really brought people together. I think I was listening to one of Walshy's interviews the other day, and he himself was not very, he didn't want to get drawn into all the kind of abuse and hate, because right now there are people abusing, like people are vexed. So if you go onto some of the posts on these Soundclash forums, or even on the soundclash.com or Walshy Fire fan page, like people are creating a bit of a ruckus, but he was just cool about it. He was like, look, this is what it is. I'm not going to get drawn into it, let the haters hate, because at the end of it, that's what it is. And I really understood it beautifully when he said it like that, because look, it's never going to be the same as a real clash. Yeah. But yeah, I think, in terms of sounds that really impressed me, that I was quite shocked with, obviously Irie Crew, what a box of dub plates that they seem to have. I mean, they were not even letting out the big ones. So definitely very interesting to see, just a small collection of their dubs. I think Cheeky Dubs, I mean, you got to give it to him, man. I mean, the man's got energy. He came with his baseball bat, came with his shirt off, and he came to war. He came to win. He came to hype the crowd, and that's his style. For some of the purists, the Sound Clash purists, he might not have had, those caliber of dubs, but he brought the energy, and I think that's what Sound Clash, to me at least, represents. It's not necessarily about the biggest dubs or the dubs that cost the most, but it's also about the energy you have on the mic and the way you present yourself. So Cheeky Dubs was great to watch. Mikey won again. Good delivery. You can see he's an experienced Clash man. He had a lot of energy on the mic. He had a great selection of dubs, but it wasn't enough against Bass Foundation Roots at the end of it. I guess Delhi Sultanate really, put his mark onto the Sound Clash community, and I think a lot of people respected the way that he was so creative with his dub plates and even in his delivery. I mean, I think it's a very different style than what people are usually used to in the Sound Clash sphere. It's kind of, I guess what's developed is a very, I want to say there's like a protocol and a standard and a way to kind of, the people have been following. So Taru and Delhi Sultan, I think he was kind of like a throwback to the 90s, and, a lot of people enjoyed that different energy. And of course, okay, looks like Walshy Fire is in at a place. Yeah, man, okay. Let me add him right now. And let's see what I go on.
Yo,
Yes, Walshy.
well, go on.
How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
You just rise? Just woke up?
Yeah, man. Just rise, man.
Dang. Well, thanks for joining us, man. I know it's a bit early for you, but time difference. And
Yeah, it's actually not that early either, man. But for some reason, at about like 5 a.m., I just couldn't go back to sleep. So I started doing work, and then I fell back asleep around 8 o'clock, and it's like, man. So it's actually like 10 something now here.
okay.
Usually I'm up by 7 a.m. every morning, 7:30 a.m., 8 o'clock the latest. So yeah, I don't know what happened last night. I just could not go back to sleep.
Man, I'm telling you, around this time, I think, like everyone's been having weird sleep patterns because there's so much uncertainty and, this whole thing going
Yeah,
on. So
man.
it's
I
like,
think that's what was happening to me, man. It was something anxious. It was an anxious feeling. But
for
I
sure.
love those feelings, man, because you feel alive. You know you're doing something good when you feel that anxious feeling. So, and
Definitely.
yeah. Yo, can we pin to tell everybody to follow soundclash.com,
Yeah, let's do it.
um, soundclash.dot, because that's where they can get all the information for the clash. That's so they can get the early bird tickets, everything like that.
Soundclash.com, right?
DOTCOM.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah.
Hmm.
Just let me know if that's right. I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But 1 second. It's not pinned. Pinned comment. There we go. Cool.
Hmm.
We good?
Yeah, man.
Cool. So yeah, well, she just, we won't take too much of your time, but just wanted to kind of just chat to you a little bit about what's been going on. I mean, I think, it's been quite exciting for a lot of people in India. And,
Mm.
in the last couple of weeks, we've actually managed to get quite a few people introduced to the culture of Sound Clash. And yeah, it's been an exciting time, really. So big up for the work that you've been putting in and this whole concept and this idea. I think it's truly an international, global phenomenon. And the fact that, I'm sitting here in Bombay and speaking with you about this is pretty cool. So yeah, Thank you
Very cool.
for putting this on. So why don't
Yeah,
we just
man, big
start
up.
by a little, give us a little. I mean, let's keep these answers short, but I guess just a little brief kind of summary of how this idea came to you and how did it happen?
Yeah, so I'm in a couple group chats that are like sound system group chats. And one day, a few of the sounds just started playing dubs, and I never really play dubs in group chats, but I realized I was missing Sound Clash so much that I actually started to play dubs, and that was like my personal like, man, I want to see this so badly that I'm playing dubs, and that was 7 weeks ago, and then within that week, immediately I was like, yo, I need to do a Sound Clash, and through a very short process, was able to link with Matia because Matia was already doing it pretty well. Jimmy the Spliff was the one that was like, yo, Matia really got this thing on lock. Like, you know, you should ask him what he's doing. And yeah, just moved from there, and ended up uh, needing his help tremendously because I wasn't able to do anything from here in Jamaica. And that was the original idea, was to do everything from here in Jamaica and be the hub and get everybody to log on. And then when I realized like my Wi-Fi was not going to do it, also I didn't have any of the equipment um, that's needed to even test and see if it sounded good. Um, and I kind of handed those duties off to Matia. And the first one that we did was with another DJ who also was already streaming on the streaming platforms. And so basically that first one, it had probably the lowest viewership. Yeah, it had the lowest viewership. It also had the most difficulty. It had the most issues, and it ended up being amazing, even through all those issues and everything that went wrong. You know.
For sure. Yeah, I think, I mean,
Big up, Delhi Sultan. Big up yourself, rude boy.
is locked in.
Yeah,
No,
man.
I think every week as it's progressed, you've kind of fixed up the flaws and improved it every time. So yeah, it's been a pleasure to watch it grow as well, and even the viewers.
Yo, I wish you guys even knew how much mistakes were made in the first one. And I'm really glad that I did it with Matia and with Specs because I don't think I don't think any of the other sounds would have liked it. I think it would have been difficult. I feel like I would have made some of the sounds look stupid just off of the mistakes we made. Stuff that you guys hopefully never even knew was happening, you know. But so much went wrong, and it would have gone more wrong if I didn't include Matia. I gotta again shout out Matia. He really,
Definitely.
really, 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 really held it and holds it down.
Yeah, man.
Because I still am in Jamaica with nothing. I'm not able to do much here, and the concept is rolling and growing. Easy job, Prince. Big up.
Yeah, I see that. He's like got everything on lock. He's your go-to guy for everything. He's like tick 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 tick. Got everything. The sound sorted, the visual
Everything,
sorted. Everything is like
everything,
big up Warrior
everything, and
Sound.
and
Yeah,
you gotta
definitely.
a special salute to him, man. I really give thanks.
Yeah, man, definitely. So, we were just talking a little bit about, well, I was talking about before you got on the line. We were talking about how, it's been beautiful to really, I mean, that you've been able to bring the world to us on our screens. We've been able to experience sounds from Israel, Japan, California, Panama, India.
Hmm.
It's kind of like, yeah, it's I guess what reggae music is all about, right? Connection, unity. I mean, that's what's going on here. What How did you choose the sounds for the tournament? I mean, was that a combination of you and Mattia, or what was that process like?
No, it was definitely a collaboration between me and Mattia. There are a couple of sounds on there that I didn't know, but again, like for instance, Bass Foundation was your suggestion, and so I know you because I've come to India, and I kind of tapped in. I do that everywhere. I tap into the reggae and dancehall crowd of every country, you know.
Yes,
And
sir.
I always make sure like I go to a dance if I can in every country and support the local sound system and the dancehall culture. And I know it means a lot to them when it's like, yo, Walshy Fire's in the building, like, you know, that kind of thing. So I really make sure I support it. And of course, met you and the crew there in India and wanted you to clash. And you were like, yo, I think there's another gentleman here, man, who will really set the place on fire. And so you deferred me. And so yeah, I didn't know Bass Foundation Roots. Um, Went and listened to their audio, watched some of their videos, and was immediately like, yo, this guy's got much more than even what you were mentioning. He's way better than even like you were mentioning, you know. He has that mission kind of thing
Yeah, he's
to
a
the music.
serious man.
Kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, man, kind of like what Dynamic has. You know, I realize people love Dynamic for that same mission to the music thing, as well as Cheeky Dubs. You know, I think Cheeky Dubs also has that mission, that passion that's undeniable. And that's why we think that this Sunday is going to be the most watched one we've ever done, because uh, we got the two people that have really put passion and uh, and you know mission at the forefront of their DJing clashing together. So that's a big deal, you know.
100%. I mean, Cheeky Dubs, just for a second, we can talk about. I mean, I don't know if you know, but he played at our festival. We do a reggae festival every year. He played at the festival in January of this year. And the guy is on
Where?
a mission in Goa, in India,
I
in
did
Goa.
not know that.
So he
You guys
flew.
brought Tiki Dubs
No,
to
we didn't bring him.
India?
He paid his ticket from Panama. He said, I want to come and bless the people up in India. Brother, just hook it up, give me a good slot, and me there. And he put down his ticket money to fly from Panama. So if you're talking about mission, the guy is on a mission. There's no doubt about that. You know, he's
I didn't
on a
know that.
mission. Yeah, man.
I didn't know that.
I don't know if Delhi Sultanate
Woo!
and Cheeky connected at the festival, but no, Cheeky Dubs was in India, man. He's a man on a mission, 100%.
I didn't know that. That's see, you gotta respect. It's a difficult for us, I think, to understand the levels because we just see like the performance. We just see the end result, but we
Right.
don't know the levels. We don't know the process. We don't know the hard work. We don't know the grind, and that's why I'm glad that we can have conversations like this because we don't know the work. We are truly clueless to the work that each one of these sound men put in to get where they are going, if you understand what I'm saying. It's like one of those things where it's like enough people, they see me with Major Lazer, and you know, a lot of them don't even remember Black Chinese, and a lot of them don't know nothing before Black Chinese if they do know Black Chinese. And I've been doing this for 25 years, and I just have to say, yo, that's just it is what it is. But if you do know me, or if you have a idea, you'll be like, nah, he put in so much work. The brother, like I would have done that. I would have been like, yo, let me buy my own ticket to go to India just so that I can experience that culture
Sure.
and
Yeah.
experience playing what I love for that crowd. I would have done the same thing, and that separates a lot of people because not too many people would have taken that risk upon themselves to go all the way to India.
Well, I think that's what's beautiful about this quarantine clash, you know, because it's online and because it's not just a clash where someone, you know, as in like people have not bought tickets to go to Amazura or to some club just to see a sound clash. You know, there are people tuned in from all around the world, from all walks of life. So they're not necessarily judging you on the criteria of purely that clash people, you know, would, or people used to sound clash would. So for example, if, you know, Irie Crew maybe played some big dub plates, that's great, but Cheeky Dubs had a vibe, you know? And I think that that's
Yeah,
exactly what you're saying.
it's
Like a
hard
man
to
is on a mission and you can see that, you know?
it's hard to balance that, right? Because you know, Irie Dubs, man, they played some tunes.
Yeah, yeah, they did.
Yo, you know, and so
Yeah.
all of the sound men, including myself, would be like, woo, wee, you know, like the weaponry. is crazy. But the majority of people kind of look at the passion
Hmm.
and the heart, and you can tell that that's what they vote or love. And so, we got to say respect to every sound that's participated, um, and shown, uh, displayed and repped for their city with the culture, because they all brought so much to the table, and I appreciate every one of them.
Do you think this is a concept that I mean, you would continue into the
Yeah,
future,
man.
even when, yeah,
Yeah. It's not
that's
that
wicked.
difficult to do now. Almost all of the DJs have some kind of setup to where they can sound clear online. That was the
Mm.
main obstacle. Can you imagine? We went from no DJ had anything for live streaming, none, zero. Like just Matia and like two other people. Like no one had everything, and even Matia, he didn't have everything he had. He slowly got it.
Yo, we lost Walshy. Can you guys hear me? Oh shit. I mean, yeah, either he's getting a call or it's that JA internet. Yo,
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. I was on the wrong internet.
all good. All cool.
Yeah. But yeah, so you were asking me about doing it as the quarantine kind of eases up. Yeah, definitely. I think that what we have is a good team now. Um, and I'm actually thinking about adding some more. I think I'm going to do.
Mm, we might have lost him again. Yeah. Walshy, you there? Okay, cool.
Yeah, man, sorry.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'd like to add some vinyl clashes
Hmm.
and maybe some 45 clashes and things like that, man. Just stuff that will allow more people to participate. Now that I kind of have a good team down that can make it run smooth, and now that most of the DJs have some level of technology.
That's great to hear. I mean, I think I was speaking with Sultan Herbalizer about this a couple of weeks back, and he was saying how he feels that Clash is kind of, in a decline, or people who are interested in Sound Clash are not. I mean, the younger generation is not really getting into it. So maybe this could be a way to spark off interest in Clash again.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I think that's the ultimate goal for every sound and everybody watching is they want to see the community grow. They want to see new sounds you know, um, start
For sure,
emerging. Yeah, man.
definitely. So, there are a lot of people in like from India tuned in right now, and I mean, they know you as one third of Major Lazer, the front man, the mic man, the energy bringer of Major Lazer, but a lot of them might not know, your roots and where you come from. So maybe, just briefly tell us about really like the heart of it and how, you got to Major Lazer.
Man, that's just such a long conversation. And you guys can always go on YouTube and find tons of answers to that question. It's been a long journey and a blessed one, and I'm so glad to be here. But if you guys want to know the history of Walshy Fire, trust me, you just type in history of Walshy Fire, 100 videos will come up with extra details
Okay, fair play.
on that journey. Yeah,
All
man. But
right.
I'm here
So
now, and I'm
let me
glad to be here.
rephrase it. Let me rephrase it. So from the sound system upbringing, what tools really prepared you for Major Lazer? You know, what did you feel were like key strengths that you brought into that group once you joined that group?
Well, I'm an MC. You know, I'm an MC for a sound, and I've been playing sound for, like I said, way, way, way many decades. So yeah, that was the main thing. Just brought the raw dancehall vibes.
And in terms of collaborations, I mean, you've obviously left your mark as well on the music that Major Lazer's putting out, because I guess a lot of it has been your input in terms of the artists that you guys collaborate with and the sound that
Yeah.
you guys go for.
Mhm.
Wicked. Cool. Would you, in terms of the new stuff that you've been putting out, the Afrobeat stuff,
Mhm.
like the combination that you did last year, Abeng,
Mhm.
with the Caribbean and African artists, is that something that you might perhaps look at collaborating with people from other parts of the world as well, or is it mainly Afro-Caribbean stuff
Yeah, yeah.
that
So for
is?
me, it was mostly Afro-Caribbean. I need to connect those people. I need to get them to see each other as brothers and sisters. You know, and the reality is we for the most part don't. We don't see an African as a person that is the same as us. You know, if you're living in America, you definitely know what I'm talking about. In the Caribbean, you really don't see Africans that much, but if you're in America, you don't see Africans and Caribbean people really linking up so much because we just don't, for some, you know, for all the reasons, right? See each other's brothers and sisters. So yeah, that's the main focus is Africa. I did actually try to do a song with the girls that sang that song that Puri on the Beat did. It was really popular. What's it called? Gengen, something like that.
Mhm.
I can't remember the name of it, man. But the two Indian girls. Um, ding, 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 ding. I can't remember it now.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
where it's like, it's been so long. Yeah, man, that song, huge song, right? Like I couldn't believe how big a song that was until we went to Africa and the song was playing in Africa. So
Wow.
I knew the song, but you know, there's lots of Indians in Africa, so I guess their influence in the music is pretty big. But it was
N-
big. It was big.
Nagin
Then you
is
go on YouTube,
Nagin
Noggin,
is the
yeah,
answer.
yeah, Noggin.
Surreal. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, Noggin. So I don't know if you know that song, but there's two girls that sing that song, and
Wow.
I really, really, really try to work with them. And we started some demos, but it didn't really go too far before this quarantine happened. Um, so I actually would love to do lots of work with the Indian artists that are doing big things there. You know.
Yeah, man, because you guys got a huge fan base, you know, over here. You've been here, what, 3 or 4 times now, right?
You
More.
mean
For
you
tours. I
mean
mean, I know
to
you did
Goa?
no, to tour India. I know you've done the IPL as well. You've done
Man, India
a
six
bunch.
times, maybe
Wow,
six tours.
mad. That's crazy. I remember, yeah, it was the first tour where we linked up and you had your arm in a sling. I don't know how you had messed up your arm, but
Yeah, stage diving.
full energy.
Yeah,
So that was the first time.
yeah,
But yeah,
and we don't stop, you know.
it would be crazy to make something happen here, especially now that you know there's a little reggae community as well, and you
Yeah,
know
but you
Reggae
know, again,
Rajahs,
for the people that know me, they know that I do reggae as my passion kind of project.
of
You
course,
know, so you know, obviously the music I was going to make with the girls that sing Nagin was going to be popular music. You know,
absolutely.
so shout out to everybody in India. If you guys know any of the artists in India that I should be working with, definitely DM me. Again, big up to the artists that are just getting started, but that's not what I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to get with the artists that are buzzing, that are doing something, you know, and do some work with them, you know. Just you know, personally, Walshy Fire, the brand has really expanded, and I've done music with all kind of people. I just dropped a song called Muevelo, featuring Basie. I did another song with Ice Prince Amani called Unction that just dropped. And you know, just working as much as possible. You guys check out those two songs for sure. So if you guys in the chat know any artists that are in India that you link with that are doing big things, yeah, man, let me know.
For sure. I'm sure you'll get a bunch of DMs after this. But yeah. Well, it's been
Yeah,
great to
but
have
again,
you,
if you don't,
Walshy.
if you don't know them, don't DM me because yeah, I want you to know them, and be like, yo, I'm gonna hook this conversation up. Yeah, man.
Definitely. There's a few. I think Most City is a good guy to link you with a few. I think you guys are chatting,
Yeah,
so
man. Most cities are God, man. Yeah, most
he'll
cities are true God. So
probably hit you up with some suggestions. But yo, I think a
yeah,
lot
man.
of people, I mean, might not even know that that they actually know another family member of yours, right? That there's another family member of yours
Yeah.
who's quite famous
Well,
in India.
The Indians would, they would know. But for those that follow cricket, know cricket a little bit, you guys should know. If you didn't, that Courtney Walsh is my older brother, and I know everybody here is way too young to remember who Courtney Walsh is. But if you just do a little Google, man, Courtney Walsh is one of the legends of cricket, man. I'm so blessed to have him as an older brother. He was one of the real reasons um, why I got into dancehall because he would take me to dancehall parties when I was a preteen. We would go to see Stone Love and all that stuff because he's my dad's first son, and I'm my dad's last son with about 10 kids in between from my dad. So he's considerably older than me. You know.
Did you ever come on tour with him to India? No, didn't
Yeah.
get that. You
No,
did?
to India, no. No, no,
Okay,
no, not to India. No, no, no. But England, yeah.
mad. And is he still involved in sports over there
Yeah,
in
well, before quarantine, yeah, he was I mean, over here, not really, no. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know if you guys really keep up with cricket like that, but he was coaching Bangladesh.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so like I said, yeah,
Mad.
I guess, I don't expect everybody to keep up with cricket. It is a very hard sport to watch, you know what I'm saying? Except for the T20, the short cricket, the short version is fun. But the test matches are very difficult to watch. So I don't expect you or anybody else to know what's going on with cricket right now. But yeah, he was coaching Bangladesh before the quarantine and helping Bangladesh become a great team,
Mad.
as well as he was still sportscasting on ESPN.
Wicked. So yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of just what we wanted to chat about. Was just to get a little flavor of your perspective of this, what you created, and also kind of just touch base with the India connections that you have. I mean, I was just wondering, is there anything in terms of the sounds you saw, something which was really unexpected or something really memorable from the previous rounds, which has kind of really stuck with you, and you've just been like, wow, that was
Well,
just like
yeah, there's lots of moments, man, funny moments and good moments. I actually post all those moments on my
Instagram.
Instagram page. So if you guys go to my Instagram page at Walshy Fire, you'll see I post like two moments of each one of the clashes, just because I like to like maybe document it myself and be
For
like, yo,
sure.
these were some amazing moments. And yeah, I think we're gonna have some more amazing moments, man. I think we're gonna have lots of more amazing moments, man. Especially with the two sounds coming up. Something special is gonna be happening this Sunday for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Big, big,
Definitely.
big, big deal.
Diggy
Yeah, I
Dang
see
is
somebody. Yeah,
out.
we can take.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
should
we
take
can
some
take some
questions, right? Yeah.
questions. That's
So,
what I was saying. Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
Diggy Dan asked new rules. Yes, because these will be some very important clashes. I actually haven't told Delhi this because we just figured this out. So, Delhi Sultan, listen up. Um, yeah, man. So basically, what we used to do was we should do a sound check round. We won't be doing that anymore. Every round is going to count now. You know, and so you're going to get the clash to start from start. The reason why we're not doing a sound check round is because we now know that the sounds are good. We don't need to do a sound check round. So 5-minute round will be the intro round, and then we'll have three 10-minute rounds after that versus two. One of those 10-minute rounds will be a 45 only round, right? So no dubs that round. One round will be only no dubs. The round right after that round will be only dubs. In other words, as the people that know it from back in the day, it's called 45 shop lock, which I believe was, I'm trying to remember which sound man coined that phrase, but yeah. And then after that, it's going to be strictly dubs. And yes, to everybody asking, the last dub for dub will be only dubs. You know, so you know that was a big controversy with Delhi Sultan last time.
Yeah.
Playing the 45 of the Bob Marley, the very unique version. You know,
Yeah.
but a lot of people were like, yeah, that's not a dub, and this is the part where you definitely play dub for dub. So yes,
Okay.
we will make sure that the sounds know that is the dub for dub part. But yeah, so we'll have 5 rounds this time instead of our usual 3.
Mad. Well, I think that's a good addition. You know, a 45 round is a great addition because it's
Yeah, I
nice to
think
hear
people
people's
really enjoy.
selections. Definitely.
Yeah, just hear good some selection. Yeah, totally.
Definitely, definitely, because that also, like, especially online, when you don't know these sounds too much, it gives you, a little bit of a peek into actually what they're about when they're not playing dub plates, or how they,
Right.
run the sound or run the dance when they're not. So yeah, that's a great addition.
I will tell everybody this much. Listen, if you guys watch the Clash on Facebook, the 45 round is going to probably be shut down. Facebook is really vigilant.
Copyrights.
That's why we've been running from it. We've actually had success because we're dealing with a dub plate culture. It's like it's the most unique thing. Like for instance, I saw this comedian go on, and he had like 20,000 people watch the comedy show that he did online. And then I realized, yo, he has no music to worry about. He has no music to worry about. And so therefore he can go online and do a good show. We've had no issues because we're doing dub plates.
Right.
Now that we add this 45 round, we're expecting issues on the Facebook. So to everybody, go to soundclash.com, and if you'd like to, you can watch it on Twitch and on YouTube. YouTube lets us go. If they do any copyright things, they usually do that after the show's finished. So therefore, when we post the live show, and to keep it on YouTube, it sometimes gets shut down because of the copyrights, but that's after the show. Facebook, man, I want to say like just a couple seconds into the song, man,
Shut down.
yeah, man, they're on it. So we had that happen last week where we actually had a shutdown happen, but the shutdown was only in America and in Canada. It wasn't for the world. So I'm just really speaking to a few countries that they know that the copyrights are very serious and that they flag very heavy. Just know that you can also watch the show on YouTube and on Twitch. I love when you guys watch it on my Facebook though, because I'm there watching it with you on my Facebook. So definitely watch it on my Facebook with me if you can, But if not, YouTube and Twitch have it.
Well, I think a lot of people said that Twitch had the best audio and video. So anyway, if you really want to
By
get high
far.
qualities, that's the place to go.
Yeah, man, by far. If you want to put it on your big screen,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, man.
Cool, Walshy. Oh, someone is saying Walshy for Sunsplash 21. Yeah, we'll have to get you down to Goa for a Saturday festival at some point.
Yeah,
Goa
man, Goa
Sunsplash.
Sunsplash, man. I need one of those shirts. It's become iconic.
Definitely. We'll
Is
get
it
you,
really
man.
21 years?
No. 2021. Next year. That's
Oh,
what someone
21,
said.
my bad. Yeah. How long you guys
Yeah.
been doing that?
5 years.
Wicked.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's no, it's a nice little scene we've got going here, There's a couple of sound
Yo,
systems,
Ziggy's
boxes.
right, man. Facebook has the best comments. That's why I'm at Facebook. YouTube is cool and Twitch is cool, but man,
Tw-
Facebook has the best comments because
Definitely.
Facebook has the people that are really mostly of the culture. Like it's really like it's where the Caribbean still is. Caribbean people still all have Facebook pages. you know,
I feel
so you get a
the other
lot more hard.
platforms move really fast. Also, it's hard to kind of keep track
Yeah,
of
it's
them.
hard to read. Yo, Twitch is like, like
Yeah,
YouTube too, man.
definitely.
Both of them are fast, fast, fast.
Yeah, really fast. Especially now that you guys been getting such good numbers on
Yeah, man.
all the clashes.
Yeah, man. Like overall, about 10,000 people watching it live on all the platforms, man. It's amazing.
It's crazy.
And to
It's
everybody
crazy.
out there, I don't think I'm gonna go Instagram live with the Clash. Not until they get the quality up, you know. So if they get the quality up, then maybe we'll consider it. But for right now, I think that everybody totally agrees that Instagram Live's quality is just it's just not any like when you look at Twitch, it's like night and day. You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
we'll just keep it where it is. And if Instagram Live announces some new kind of like quality thing that they're doing, then yeah, maybe we'll join in.
So anything new in terms of the voting? So we've got the no sound check, and we've got a 45 round. Is there anything different in terms of voting where people
The
need to
voting, I
vote? Or
think, yeah, man, the voting, I think we got it good last time.
Mhm.
So 10 minutes after the clash is finished, that's it. And we announce the winner right there. No
Yeah.
more 24 hours. That really, I think, was the big mistake that we made.
I mean, you live and you learn, man. That's it.
Yeah, live and learn. And again, man, we always got to say, man, apologies to any sound that didn't get what I consider is now a much fairer judgment. You know, it's just live and learn, man. And I mean it, man. Like, yo, I definitely didn't expect so much fake accounts, so much bots, so many, um, you know, and not that the sounds are doing it, but you know, I really truly feel like the fans do it. I feel like the fans were like, yo, we want, you know, so they started doing all this stuff, and when we went and deleted all those accounts, at the end of the day, we were like, yo, I wonder how many people even watch the Clash. You know, once you start to rally friends and get people to vote, sometimes they just vote and they didn't even watch the Clash. So
Of
we,
course.
yeah,
Yeah,
we want to get people that really watch the Clash to be the voters.
definitely. No, I think the solution
Yeah,
fixes that up.
yeah,
Definitely.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I would love to have a wild card with Jamaica and Irie Crew. Trust me, Jamaica's already said he's down. I would love to have that, man. That would be so much fun. That would be so dope. That would be so dope to have Jamaica versus Irie Crew in a wild card.
What are the plans after this tournament for Quarantine Clash?
I think we'll go back to doing some of the regular clashes we were doing for a little while, but maybe
Hmm.
not a long while because we really see that people enjoy the uh, competition format.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, you know, maybe we'll do like another one of those juggling parties as well with Zoom. We
Hmm.
see that people really loved the Zoom party.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do another Zoom party. Um, but yeah, we want to continue to show people like alternatives to just Clash. We want to show them the juggling side of it as well, kind of introduce that a little bit. But for the most part, yeah, we'll probably take like 1 week off and just do like a juggling one, and then maybe go back to doing some of the sounds that people have been wanting to see Clash, um, with the question and answer because people really liked the question and answer part. But yeah, then start another competition right after. We got a few sounds that are already that are in.
Okay. Well, I think a league could work as well, rather than just a tournament. Like maybe a league as well at some point.
Well, when you say league, explain what you mean.
I mean, if you have a football league where people play, each other a couple of times in the season, like say there's 10 teams and 10 sounds and they play each other twice. And there's kind of like a table, a points table. I mean, that way
So
it's a bit
only
longer.
problem with that is America has more sounds than anybody in the world, man. It's like insane.
Mhm.
It's so many sounds that I would have to have a different league in every city that then clash each other get filtered up to the top. Then you'd have to do an American League after that. So then you'd have all these clashes that, filter, 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 filter up to the top. Then you'd have to have that person clash a person who's coming from a place that might only have three sounds. So I wonder how that would work, man. You have 100 sounds
No,
in one city like Brooklyn, and then you have like 4 sounds in India.
no, but
You
I mean,
know,
no, but as in like you can just you can pick sounds. Not, I mean, you don't necessarily have to make it a Brooklyn league to begin with. You make it a world league. So you pick 10 tunes from 10 sounds from around the world, like you did with this tournament.
I think I'm not following. So let me understand. Okay. So like, let's say for instance, I have these sounds that I picked, right? I picked 8 sounds, right?
Okay.
You're saying that they come back in the next
No, so
tournament.
everyone plays everyone. It's not a knockout.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not a
Got
knockout
you.
tournament.
Got you. Got
So
you.
it's like who's got the most
So
points at
they,
the end of it.
right. So the problem with that is how long would that take?
Well, that's. I mean, if you're looking for something to go on for like 2-3 months, you
Right.
could develop a format like that. Someone else suggested like a World Cup format where you have groups. You start with like Group A, Group B, Group C, and everyone plays everyone in that group. And then the top 2 teams from the group qualify for the quarterfinals or the round of 16. You know,
That's
I
a
mean, just
lot for a
it's
sound. I'm just thinking of reality, right? Like that's a lot for a sound. Like these guys would end up DJing every Sunday. They'd end up playing every Sunday. To get through it quickly, you'd have to have maybe you'd have to have maybe 4 clashes every week, which is
yeah,
possible.
which is
You just
very
have
possible. I
short,
mean, people
yeah,
are
you just have
lapping it up.
short, you just have to have short clashes. Yeah. So let's say you do 3 round clashes every Sunday. No sound check round, 10-10, tune for tune. Let's say you somehow could do 4 clashes every Sunday. Okay. That means that these guys would have to play every single Sunday. Which means the ones that are good will get a lot of fan base, a lot of attention. They'll roll into it with a lot of fanfare. Also means the ones that are not good are going to get beat up every single week.
No, so you've got to pick them, like you've got to do your, like you guys have to be sure that these guys are all on a similar, I mean, there is a certain quality and it's not a wild card. There are no like unknowns. It's not like you don't know how this selector, this MC is going to come in. When you book this
Yeah,
person.
I see people typing. Yeah, they would need a lot of dubs. Man, can you imagine your whole dub box would get
Yo,
exposed in one clash?
no, but people
Which
have a
means
lot of dubs.
I would, you know what? This is something that I couldn't do. I couldn't do with sounds I couldn't do with these sounds that I have because, yeah, man, they would get exposed, and everybody would know that there's no way you can voice a whole new set of dubs every week. But what I will say is this could be done in a 45 clash. This could be done in a 45 clash, and then maybe the dub for dub at the end where they play dubs. But this could be done. Sorry, this could be done in a 45 clash.
That's not a bad idea either.
This could be done.
45 clash and then a dub for
I
dub.
already have this. I already have the 45 clash in my mind. I'm in the talks with some people right now. I'm actually hoping that today they give me an answer. If today they give me an answer, I'm calling you right back. If today they give me an answer and it's positive,
Yeah,
yo, brother, we're going live
wicked.
at 4 a.m. your time,
Let's do it.
and we're going to announce that it's happening. Um, and it's going to be big if this group of guys tell me. Now, if this group if this sponsor is not with it, I'll do it on my own. I'll do it on my own and I'll figure it out. I just got to figure it out. Yeah, I think the 45 way is the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it.
Maybe
That
till
way
you
you
get
can
to a certain
literally have
round, you
endless
know.
records. Or
Maybe,
yeah, maybe you have 45s up until you get to semifinals or finals. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, man.
yeah.
But to have them have their dubs exposed in the early rounds against sounds that they might have been able to beat with just personality. Mm-mm. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I see somebody type new sounds only. Yeah, that to me is the key. I want the new sounds. I really want the new sounds. I really, really do. I think that the older sounds um, are I don't want to say too big for a league, but they've proven. Like, can you imagine like a sound that's been around for 20 years? I wouldn't want them in a league like this.
No, yeah.
I would want them to just do the showcase clashes that I do. So with this, yeah, man, I would get young sounds, young sounds. 45s, yo, I would just do young sounds, you know. So yeah, man,
I mean, that's what keeps it
I would do a
interesting.
league. Like,
That's what keeps it interesting and fresh as well, right? Like with this tournament, you know. I mean, I'd heard of a couple of these sounds, not so many of them, but I'm digging. You know, I want more information about them. I want to know what Jawworks is doing, what Mystical Youths is doing, what Irie Crew is doing. So I think, yeah, Young Sounds is the way to go. Let's give them a platform. You give them an opportunity. The only thing, like you said, is you'll kind of have to vet them out for quality and to make sure that you know a standard that they're bringing, and it's not like
yeah,
you're
man.
saying like someone who's like this and someone who's like this. So
Right. And yeah, I see people saying, man, copyright, copyright, copyright. Trust me, that's why I think no one has done it yet. Everyone is running from that. And we're hoping that they solve it, but they're running from it. But on Twitch, it's still good. So it would have to be a clash that would possibly be only on Twitch.
I mean, you guys are getting great numbers on Twitch, so
Yeah, so
definitely can push that
if
platform.
you guys can understand that and understand that that would mean a lot less viewers that are already into it, you would get the majority of the people on Twitch would be people that have never seen it before and don't know what's happening. They'll be the ones in the comments commenting, why are they talking so much? That's what you're going to get on Twitch. You're going to get the why are they talking so much comments. So yeah, man, Twitch would have to be where it's at right now. But again, this is a good conversation because I was going to do a 45 clash anyways, but now I realize, yeah, this would be the place to do it is a league would be dope, to have them play rounds and da da da. And if it's just not on Facebook and YouTube for now, then I just saw it good for now. But we'll eventually get there where we can in the intermean while Facebook and YouTube and IG Live work out their copyright stuff.
Yeah,
Because
man.
I don't think that's not going to get worked out. I think that they, record companies want to get paid and they just haven't figured out how to make Facebook pay them.
I mean, they have
That's
to,
all it.
especially now that every DJ is doing online sets. They have to figure it out.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, having a league where you get a bunch of sounds that are collectively from a similar area, all clash each other, and then advance. It's doable, man.
Yes, bro. All right, Walshy. I think our time is almost up. They're gonna cut me
Yeah,
off in a
man.
minute. Instagram is saying so. It's been a pleasure, bro. Thank you for checking
Yeah,
in and
man.
having this chat with us, man.
Always, brother. Yeah, man. Big up, man.
Respect.
And shout out to everybody that supports the clashes. Follow soundclash.com for all information. Follow me for all information as well. And big up, man. Much respect. Thank you.
Respect, Washi. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Big up to everyone tuned in from all over the world. It was such a multinational, multicultural chat going on. It was wicked to see so many people from so many different places locked in for that. That was Walshy Fire. My name is General Zeus. You're locked into Reggae Rajahs. We're signing out tomorrow. We will be back with Cheeky Dubs from Panama as he gets ready to face Delhi Sultanate, Base Foundation Roots. Quarantine Clash is what's on our mind. Join me tomorrow, 9 p.m., Reggae Rajahs with Cheeky Dubs. Boom, bam!